My name is Cody Patterson. I work at Gainesville High School in Gainesville, Texas. I am the offensive line coach. I also am the head boys powerlifting coach, and I'm also the boys and girls strength and conditioning coordinator for 7th through 12th grade boys and girls for Gainesville ISD. Michael Avalos is going to help us here today. We're going to go through a quick lower body workout. Okay, we're going to start with our warm up. Then we're going to deadlift as our strength portion of our workout today. And then for our power portion of our workout today, we're going to hit some high pulls. We're going to hit some front squats. We're going to hit some seated box jumps. Michael is a freshman in high school. He's an offensive lineman. And so where we're at in our training cycle is we are in our foundation or fundamental phase. We just finished football the week before Thanksgiving. We came back and we tested last week, and now we're introducing the traditional and sumo deadlifts, and then we are also going to get ready to implement the fundamentals of our Olympic lifts. And so that's why we're going to focus on the hang clean and the front squat and the explosive box jumps, so that we can progress as we go through phase 2 and phase 3 of our program. Then we can incorporate those full movements. We can incorporate the snatch. We can incorporate the full power clean once we get to that point in our training cycle, which would be phase 3. Like I said before, we're in phase 1, which is our fundamental phase. We will we focus mainly on the squat, the bench. We focus on the deadlift through for our strength portion of our training program. We also focus on power clean and the snatch on our explosive portion or our power portion. And so since him being a freshman, we cut that down and we really teach that during the foundation phase and increase the percentages and increase the rep scheme and combine those pieces that we did individually into more of the power clean movement as a whole and more of the snatch as a whole. All right, Michael, so we're going to start with our warm-up today. What we're going to do, kind of traditionally what we've been doing so far, so you know most of these things, but we're going to start with our high knees. We're going to go 10 yards. Most of the time, our warm-up is going to be 6 to 8 minutes long. We'll condense it down a little bit today to fit in our video, but we're going to start with high knees. Remember, I want a big chest. I want to get my knees up past my waist, and the goal is to get as many reps as possible within that 10 yards. Go. Good. Knees up there, right there. Good. Excellent. Good. Relax. Good. Same thing coming back. Remember, big chest, get my knees up, moving my arms. You did a great job right there. Same thing coming back. Go. Good. Knees up past that waist every time. Very good. Next thing we're going to do is our butt kicks. Down and back again. Make sure I get my heels all the way to my butt here. Here we go. Go. Remember, we got to get that lower body. It's a lower body workout today. We got to get that lower body loosened up a little bit, get the blood flowing through all of our joints there. Good. Here we go. Coming back. Go.
The whole time.
Excellent. As many reps as I can get in. The main focus is getting as many reps as possible, getting that lower body warmed up as much as possible before we go in and hit our deadlift workout today. Okay, toy soldiers, remember, arm shoulder height right there, right leg to right foot, left hand, left foot, right hand. Make sure you keep your shoulders up there. You got to be able to get our hips loosened up a little bit. You ready? Go. Good. As many as I can get in that 10-yard period right there. Very good. Very good. All right. Good. Same thing coming back right here. Go. All right. We're going to be facing this wall over here. We're going to do our high knee karaoke right here. Okay, once again, getting as many reps as I can get in, getting that lower body really loosened up and breaking a little sweat right here. You ready? Go. Good. Get that knee up there high. Get them joints moving. Set facing the same way. Here we go. Go. Same thing coming back. Gotta get that lower body picked up there. Okay. Trying to get my knee as high as possible, not so flat right there. And then we're gonna hit, normally we would hit a side lunge to get everything loosened up, but we're gonna go ahead and transition inside so that we can go ahead and get our deadlift work in, our high. All right, Michael, a couple things we're gonna talk about real quick is we're going to look at the deadlift. We're gonna both, you being a young kid, we're gonna look at both the sumo deadlift and the traditional deadlift, right? And that way we're working both of those. And as you get a little bit older and as we get through different phases, kind of like the older guys do, we'll be able to sink in just on the traditional or just on the sumo, okay? We're gonna do 2 sets of 10 of both, the traditional and the sumo. We're gonna work about 60% of your deadlift max, okay? And that way it's light enough that we can get multiple reps in and kind of figure out what's going on. We can work on our technique a little bit and figure out what's going on. So we'll start with the traditional deadlift, okay? Just like you are, we're going to approach the bar. Feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. I like to kick the toes out just a little bit, okay, so that we can go from there. Teaching the young kids, the easiest thing that I've found to get set up is if we'll find a spot straight ahead on the wall, and we're going to try to focus on that so we can help keep, as you get older, we'll talk more about neutral spine, but be able to get in a great position, stay in a good position the whole time, and keep that neutral spine going on, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to face the wall right there. We're going to find that spot, and I want the bars on my shin the whole time, and I'm going to drive my hips back and go get loaded up on the bar. Remember, we're going to use a power grip, so one hand's facing you, one hand's facing away, okay? We'll lock in there, and then don't start until I tell you to go. You got me, okay? Remember, okay, facing the wall the whole time. I'm going to drive my hips back to that wall there, okay? Hang my hands down, where they go. Keep my face on that wall right there, my eyes on that wall, drive your hips back. Go get the bars set up, okay? Wrap that left or your right thumb around the bar, please, sir. Very good. And now I've got to think about having a string right here on my spine, okay, and it's going to pull me up the whole time. Does that make sense? Okay, keeping my eyes on there. Here we go. You ready? Pulling the slack out of the bar, okay? Go. Boom. Driving my hips up all the way up. Lock the hips out. Good. Drive hips back. Set the bar down. Good. One more time. Go. Good. Drive your hips back. Good. One more time right here. Pull. Hips, hips, hips. Good. Set the bar down. Good. Relax. Okay. We would hit 2 sets of 10 right there on that. Okay. Now we're going to talk sumo. Okay. Sumo. So we're going to widen our feet out a little bit. Wide, wide, wide. Wider, wider, wider. Wider than shoulder width. So with traditional, my feet were a little bit tighter. My hands are outside. With our sumo deadlift, we're wider. My feet are wider here. Okay. My feet are wider here. My toes are still kicked out just a little bit. Shins on the bar. Still finding my spot on the wall. Okay. My hands now hang straight in front of me. Still a power grip. One hand, one palm facing you, one palm facing away. Okay. And we'll do the same thing. Normally we go 2 sets of 10 here. Okay. And that's what we'll finish up when we get finished with this video. 2 sets of 10. But for demonstration purposes, I need you to hit 2 of these. Okay. Still facing that wall. Drive my hips back. Okay. Hands tight. Look. Remember, I'm going to put a string here and my shoulders lead on the way up. Are you ready? Good. Go. Go. Straight up. Drive hips. Lock it out at the top. Good. Set her down the same way. Good. Drive it up. Lock your hips out. Lock your hips out all the way up. Good. Relax. Good. Set the bar down. Very good. Relax there. Any questions on the sumo and traditional deadlift today? Okay. Very good. Very good. Set up straight similar. Okay. With my feet have close proximity to the bar. Okay. Just remember with the traditional, my feet are tight. My hands are outside. Hey, in that sumo, my feet are wide. My hands are inside. Okay. Still facing that same spot the whole time. Okay. Good. Okay, after we demonstrated the sumo and traditional deadlift as the strength portion of our workout today, we're going to hit high pulls, okay, and we're going to hit front squat as breakdown pieces of getting to where we can power clean, and then eventually where we can snatch and get those Olympic explosive lifts in. That being a football player, not only do you have to be strong, so we also incorporate power movements as well, so that we can move people around, because that's the ultimate goal for us here, okay? So we're going to start with our high pulls right here, okay? We're going to normally prescribe would be 2 sets of 12 right here. We'll do a couple of these to demonstrate our high pull for everybody, okay? So once again, we're going to approach the bar like we would a power clean or a traditional deadlift. So I want to be as close to the bar as possible. Okay, my hands are going to be right out. I want to tighten my feet up just a little bit right there. Okay, I want to be right in, probably armpit width, not as wide as shoulder width. Okay, we're going to reach down. We're going to grab the bar. Okay, after we grab the bar, okay, remember, hey, I'm going to explode my hips forward. Okay, shrug, and I want to pull the bar up as high as I can, probably nose level. Okay, remember my hands are going to stay on top of the bar, and then I'm going to control it on the way down. Okay, give me 2 of these right here real quick. Remember, feet set. Okay, I'm going to approach the bar the same way. Okay, with my, I'm going to face the wall. Okay, find my spot on the wall, keeping that neutral spine. The difference between the setup of the power clean or our high pulls and our deadlift is we're going to be double overhead right here. Okay, we're not going to be in that power grip like we are. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to reach down, good spine right there, reach the bar. Okay, remember, we're in a slow, driving my hips forward. Okay, driving my hips forward. My shoulders go to my ears, and then the bar's going up to my nose. We good? Good. Here we go. Go. Boom, right there. Very good. Drive it up there. Good. One more. Give me one more. Boom. Good. Relax. Okay. Being in phase 1, okay, here in phase 1, as we progress, we'll increase or decrease the number of reps that we're going to do, and be able to add some weight. So once we learn the fundamentals, which is what we are in phase 1, is we're going to be able to take these things, our high pulls and then our front squats, and be able to incorporate those into being successful power cleaners and successful Olympic lifters, which we'll use the snatch. We're going to hit some front squats. Being a freshman and not having great wrist mobility, we end up using our straps to teach our front squat, and as we go, as the weeks progress, we try to get closer and closer to that good racked position that we would need to catch the bar in the power clean. But being a freshman, being a younger lifter, we incorporate the use of the straps so that we can get in a great position, good racked position. Okay. So Michael's going to approach the bar. He's going to put the bar and rest the bar on his front delts here, and he's going to grab the straps as close to the bar as possible, keeping his elbows up high, keeping a good racked position, and we will approach it from that point right there. Okay? So as he approaches the bar, I'm going to keep my same power clean stance. So once I unrack the bar, I'm going to keep my feet about armpit width apart, just like we did on the high pulls, so we can keep those things consistent there. Okay, and then once I unrack the bar, I'm going to make sure my feet are set the way they're supposed to be, and I'm going to make sure I drive my heels in the ground, and we'll use traditional back squat technique, okay, or back squat cues to make sure that we get everything taken care of and are successful in our front squat lift here. Okay, you ready, Michael? When you're ready, we'll go ahead and unrack that bar there. Okay, very good. Good. Rest on the delts there. Keep my elbows up high. Good. Elbows in just a little bit like we would be there, okay? Good. Armpit width apart, I'm going to tighten my feet up just a little bit. We're keeping that power clean stance, okay? Elbows up high, I'm going to drive my heels into the ground, and we're going to go down and do 2 reps for me right here, Michael. Okay, drive my hips back to the wall, let's go. Hips back to the wall, good. Back up, make sure I drive my heels in the ground. Good, one more. Good, big chest. Good, very good. Let's go ahead and rack that up for me, quick. Once again, that's a quick demonstration of our front squat using the straps due to low wrist mobility, but being able to still get the front squat taken care of that we're going to need to be or need to have done successfully to be able to be good power cleaners and good. All right, one of the supplementals that we use to help create some of those explosive movements, to be able to move our body explosively, which is very, very important to be a great football player and especially a good offensive lineman, is being able to move your body explosively. Okay, we use the deadlift for our strength portion. Since we're in the fundamental stages, we go ahead and we break that those power movements down, the power clean down, the snatch down, so that we can teach those fundamentals, and then as we progress throughout the year, we can start putting those pieces together and be successful power cleaners, successful Olympic lifters. One of the supplementals that we use to learn some of that explosiveness is our seated box jumps. There's definitely multiple static box jumps and different things like that, but for the most part, we're going to use our seated box jumps to help create some of that power, to incorporate some of our plyometrics to our workout here. So our seated box jumps, we're going to try to get a box close to parallel, okay, so that we can sit down, okay, and we'll be as close because they are the sizes are set in stone, so we just try to get as close as possible. What Michael's going to do here is he's going to try to keep his chest as big as possible, and he's going to try to pick his feet up just enough to slide a piece of paper under, just to get a little bit of air there, so we can drive our feet in the ground. We're going to throw our hands to the sky, and we're going to be as explosive as possible and get up on this box right here, okay? So once again, we're going to keep our big chest. We're going to pick our feet up just enough to clear a little air. I don't want him to roll back whenever we pick our feet up, okay? Got to have good hip mobility, got to be able to pick those feet straight up and down to be able to be good explosive lifters, okay? So we're going to pick those feet up. What we're going to do, we're going to drive our feet in the ground, we're going to throw our hands to the sky, and we're going to stand up all the way once we get on top of this box right here, okay? Here we go, whenever you're ready. Drive and go. Throw your hands up. Very good. Good. Stepping back down. Very good. Here we go. One more. Okay, once again, big chest, pick my feet up, okay? Drive my feet in the ground, throw my hands to the sky, and I want to drive my hips as forward as fast as possible so I can get my body to be up here on this box, okay? You ready? Drive your feet in the ground. Boom. Throw your hands. Very good. Very good. The one thing we are going to try to do instead of widen our feet so much when we land is keep our feet at that armpit width, okay? So let's try it one more time, trying to keep our feet at armpit width here, okay? Not rolling back, big chest, drive feet up, drive your feet in the ground, throw your hands, let's go. Boom. Very good. Much better on your feet, on the width of your feet right there. Good. Stepping back down, okay? As we go through a whole workout, what we'll do when we end a workout is we're going to static stretch. We want to do our dynamic stretches beforehand, get everything worked up, get all our joints lubricated up very well, and then at the end of our workout, what we would need to do is we need a good cool down, and that's when we're going to incorporate our static stretch, okay? Michael's going to show us just a couple of those. We're going to try to stretch for 5 minutes after a normal workout so that we can get a good cool down, get our heart rate back down to where it needs to be, and be able to finish that workout up, okay? So Michael's going to static stretch here. We're going to start with our feet together. We're going to start with our touching our toes. I don't want to bend my knees. I'm going to try to lock my knees out right there. I'm going to try to get down there, and I'm going to try as we go to put my palms flat on the ground. I don't want to bounce right here, okay, at the end. All right, here we go. Touching our toes, okay? Good, as far down there as I can. Very good. Hopefully, as time goes on and we incorporate some of our flexibility training into phases 2 and 3, towards the end of phase 1, 2, and 3, we'll be able to get to the point where we can put our palms flat on the ground, okay? All right, so we'll relax right there. Okay, we'll spread our legs as wide as possible, keeping those legs locked out real there. And then we're going to touch our right toe right there. Same thing, get my right hand as close to the ground as possible. Okay, try to get my left hand touching my foot there. Here we go, going down there. Very good. We would also go to our left side and the middle. Okay, relax. Okay, and then from there, we're going to sit on the ground. We're going to put our elbows on our knees, okay? We're going to put our elbows on our knees, and we're going to press our knees out as far as we can. Go, pressing our knees out as far as we can, okay? Nice, good growing stretch there. We would also incorporate a hamstring stretch at different points and a quad stretch at different points throughout our static stretch, depending on what we've done for that day.